Hi guys, it's Hot Mess Mama. It's like, I don't know, almost noon, and it's Thursday, like the 9th of August. I know this is earlier than when I normally go online, but I'm going to be spending some time out at the beach around 3 o'clock, which is when I usually go live. And so I'm going a little early today. So this is something that's been kind of weighing on me that I'm kind of struggling with because it's like summer's fun, summer's done. And so I'm kind of conflicted here because, and I was talking with some other moms about this, summer, we all look forward to summer because it's fun, because you can do some summer things, maybe do some summer travel, and your kids are out of school, and so then you don't have to get up early anymore to get them to school, and there's no mad rushing with the lunches and the breakfasts and getting them in the drive-up line and getting them dressed and getting them to school, and then the pickup, and then all of the activities, and then all of the homework, and then the bedtime. So like we don't have to go through that regimented rush every day. So the stress of that is over, right? Because it's summer. But on the same token, that means I've got to entertain these kids all day, every day for like 3 months. So that like initial like bliss of the, I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get my kids to school by 8 and all of the other things that go along with that wears off. And like reality sets in that yes, you are trapped with these little monsters and you have to entertain them while they're tearing up your house. And the things that you usually used to have time to do during the day by yourself, i.e. grocery shopping, going to the gym, taking care of the house or whatever, or just some plain quiet time is gone, right? And then, there's the responsibility of like, having something for them to do, something that they're active, so they're not sitting in front of the television. So the summer starts to like wear on you after a while, right? Because you're like, I'm out of my routine. My kids are out of their routine. They're going to bed super late. They're eating crap, tons of sugar. They're living off of hot dogs and watermelon and ice cream and cheese puffs because that's all like, beach pool friendly, right? And that you as a mom are having a few ice cold Pinot Grigios by the pool. Maybe one too many. There's never one too many Pinot Grigios, by the way. And there's barbecues and beach time and beverages, and it's starting to show up on the hips. Can I hear a hip? Yep, right. And so like I was just thinking to myself today, and I posted earlier, it's like, gosh, I remember like thinking at the beginning of the swimsuit season, well, my body's not in the perfect bikini place, right? But that's okay. I'm happy, I'm content with how my body looks in a bikini. Now, as we're entering the end of the summer, I'm going, you spent too much time on the beach and not enough time in the gym, mama. So anyways, such is life, right? So you got to pick your battles. So then you got to say to yourself, you know what? Fall is coming. I can't wait for school to start because then we'll be back into the routine. The kids will be gone and out of the house for a good couple hours a day. I can go back to the gym. I can get my life back in order, right? But then you're like, but then all the other back to school crap goes along with it, right? So you're so conflicted. So you're like, do I want them to go back to school? Or do I want summer to like be extended? Like, do I still want lots of summer, or do I want my kids to go back to school? I don't know. What do you think? I think maybe I'm feeling this heavily because my kids are going back to school next week. So maybe you guys haven't gotten hit by that reality yet because a lot of you don't go back till the end of August, or some of you September. So yeah, like I've already like gotten all the school supplies and bought all the school uniforms and gone to the orientations and everything. It's like reality is here, people. Like teachers, sorry to say, but my monsters are coming at you like friggin' hurricanes. And you know what? I'm packing sugar in their snacks. That's what they're going to have. They're going to have sugar for snacks, and they're going to be whipping up your classrooms. Isn't that a terrible thing to say? Teachers, you're amazing, and I love you, and I know you're already preparing for our monsters to arrive. Just get ready. Because, it's going to be a hot mess, especially in the beginning. And, it's always an adjustment for our kids, too. Like those first couple of weeks of school, it's like maybe the first week they're excited to go back. And then they're like, I don't like this anymore. Like, it's not fun. Like, my pencils aren't new anymore. And I'm done with the uniform. And I really don't want this homework, right? Even like my son is realizing that, like, he's left kindergarten now. He's going to be in first grade. And he's now getting hit with the realization that school isn't going to be fun anymore. And, like, there's going to be real responsibilities and real homework and real learning that he has to do. And that from here on out, it just gets harder. And I didn't want to crush his little heart, his little 6-year-old heart. I didn't want to, but that's the reality. Like it just gets worse. It just gets harder, right? So I'm praying for you teachers because I know what's coming to you guys. And I'm praying for you mamas because I know that like going back to school is hard on the kids. But I'm also praying for you because I know that it's like, it's bittersweet when they go back to school because you're like, oh, remember, like I had so much time with them and now they're going back to school and I'm going to miss them. But then the other part of you goes, oh, I had so much time with them. I need a break. I can't wait for them to go back to school, right? I don't know. Maybe it's because my kids are younger. Like my daughter she's 3 and she's starting her first year of full day, 3-year-old pre-K. And my son is, going to be starting at the same school in first grade. So maybe it's just because they're so young. I don't know. I've never been one of those moms who like cries when she lets her kids like on their first day of school. I was never one of those moms. But guys, I actually probably never got them to school in time for that. And I never had the cute signs and stuff. And I never took the before and after pictures. So, hey, Melissa Lombardi, your son's going to first grade too. I know. So like, are you feeling what I'm feeling? Are you feeling that like, oh, like I really want you to go back to school because you make me friggin' nuts. But then I'm like, oh, you got to go back to school. And sometimes that's more work on a mom, right? It's more work on a mom because you know what you have to do to get them out to school every day. And then when they come home, the mess that they are, they're hyper, they're high strung, they're overstimulated, but then you got to sit them down for homework and then for their soccer practice and then home for baths and feeding. And it's like, it's such a catch-22. It's such a conundrum. It's such like bittersweet. Like, can I find another euphemism for this? Like, I don't even know I don't even know how to wrap my arms around this. Mary, I mean, do you remember, like, I don't remember like the drama of this going back to school stuff when I was a kid. I do remember being super excited to go back and see my friends. And I remember being super excited to like have new supplies, right? Because they're fresh and shiny and new and you've got your backpacks and everything like that. But like after the first week, it's like, oh crap. Yeah, this ain't fun anymore. I want to go back to summer, right? So my kid even asked me the other day, because Mom, can't it just be summer every day? Unfortunately, it can't be summer every day. Well, do I have to go to school? Why do I have to go to school? Well, and then you have to try to explain to them the importance of school, and it's just rough. It's rough, right? So I'm trying to be excited about them going back to school because I want them to be excited about going back to school. There's a lot of benefits about them going back to school, but there's also a lot of costs of them going back to school. They're only going to be this little for such a short time, and I should be enjoying this time and the last moments I have with them where they still want to be with me, right? Because I understand at some point they're going to not want to have anything to do with me and their friends are going to become their life. So maybe I should be shut my little trap and get myself out to the beach where they are right now. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But moms, how are you coping? How are you coping, Melissa, with the fact that your kids are like going to school in a very short period of time? Like summer is like officially almost over. Summer's almost over. Summer's almost over. I mean, it will be over for me in literally a week. They go back to school next week, like in 7 days. And I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm trying to get my arms around that. I'm trying to cope. But like there's a celebration element and there's a like sad element to it all, right? Maybe we should write a book. Moms, we should write like a handbook about going back to school, right? Kids going back to school and how we cope with it, how they cope with it, and how teachers cope with it. It's like a 3-part book, right? From all those 3 different perspectives, because I think everybody has different feelings about all that. I would love to talk to a mom here. Like if any one of you are a mom and a teacher, I would love to hear what your thoughts are, because I'm sure you're like all over the place bonkers, right? All right, well, enough of that. My advice to you, because I'm the guru of everything and I know everything and I'm everybody's role model mother. Go spend some time with your kids. Like you're going to look back at this when they go to school in a few weeks and be like, oh, I really wish I was more engaged with them and enjoyed the time more. So I'm going to attempt to do that as my kids are probably throwing sand at each other and I'll be picking, seaweed out of their swimsuits in a little bit, but I digress. Love you much. Love to have some comments from you guys. Thumbs up, likes, hearts. Any advice on what you may do to cope with and help your kids cope or celebrate going back to school? Thanks so much. Have a great Thursday, and we will be wine tasting tomorrow night. Wine tasting tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Eastern time, right here. Hot Mess Mama. Cookie dough and wine, people. Cookie dough. Enough said. Bye, guys.